So this is Kyle here with a video game review. Right now, it's at Target from October 27th, I believe, to November 3rd. You get any two games, you get the third one free. You can mix match, doesn't matter. But obviously, whatever is the cheapest of the three games, that's what you get for free. One of them I got was WWE13. WWE13 just came out this Tuesday. I don't know. I didn't have much opinions or thoughts about it at first, but one thing to be noted is that this game was made simultaneously at the same time that WWE12 was being made, and I can say this: I've only got about 5 hours into the game, and I can say this: this is probably the most well thought out, and yeah, the most well thought out WWE game that THQ has done, in my opinion, since Day of Reckoning and Here Comes the Pain. And both those games go back to 2006 and 3 or 4. This is the most planned out WWE game since then, since those other two platforms. So I'll start with some of the minor things first. One is the WWE's Universe Mode 3.0, which is a really nice, the man himself, Paul Heyman, had creative input into this. I mean, come on. Paul Heyman, anything with Paul Heyman to get his hands on, you cannot go wrong. And Universe 3.0 does not disappoint. Brand new scenarios and stories to play out. They have one new feature they've added on here where they keep track of how long you've held the title and for how many times you've won that title. So if you want Daniel Bryan to be a 6-time WWE champion, it will actually keep track of how many times you've held that belt and for how long you've held it. So that's a really nice, cool feature I think I like. But Universe Mode 3.0 plus Paul Heyman equals gold. Another thing I wanted to mention, graphics, obviously, still good. The gameplay plays like last year. Nothing wrong with that. One thing I do think is an up from last year is the reversal. The reverse window is more responsive this time for you to reverse, as well as the way the wrestlers reverse another wrestler's moves, it flows more smoothly. It actually, they reverse like, you know, how, well, a real wrestler would reverse a move and how their body would twist and turn and move and make it a reversal. It just flows just like that. So that's really good there. Now on to the meat and potatoes itself, the Attitude Era story. Not done with this by any means, but I can say this was well thought out, well put together. The Attitude Era story, you get to play, you play throughout the entire Attitude Era from 1997 to the year 2000, and from 97 to 2000, the year 2000. You play story arcs of some of the from the biggest stars of that era: Rock, Austin, DX, Triple H. Mankind and Undertaker, and they use real actual footage from the certain scenes and stuff from the Attitude Era, as well as real audio. So that's really nice, really cool, and they even go as far enough to even kind of explain the history a little bit between the Monday Night Wars of WCW and WWF, and how Vince had to, us old fans, we know how Vince had to turn around and kick the competition in the butt. So in my opinion, I think it's a very nice, easy, quick history lesson for the younger fans who know nothing about the Attitude Era or the superstars from that time. Really nice history lesson for them to learn about that, and even the Monday Night Wars, a little bit, so to speak. As for us older fans, such as myself, who grew up and lived throughout the Attitude Era, this game is a complete treat, delight, kickback, nostalgia kind of like thing. Being able to play this is the Attitude Era game story mode has really like made me look back like as a kid and remembering all these things from the Attitude Era, and like, oh, I remember when Steve Austin used to do this, or I remember when Rock used to do that, or I remember Shawn Michaels doing this. Just a really nice kickback nostalgia for us old school fans, wrestling fans. The way the Attitude Era story, it's lengthy, It's not like Road to WrestleMania where you'll just brush through it within like 30 minutes to an hour. Very lengthy, so it's time consuming, especially if you want to achieve all of the right scenarios, and well, especially if you want to achieve all of the right mission objectives, so to speak, or match objectives, for you to unlock characters and different belts and whatnot. Very time consuming. And any game to me that's time consuming and where you spend a lot of your effort and time into, that's the game that I think is well worth the $60 price. This game is no exception to that. So the story mode for Attitude Era, it's lengthy. The way it flows, how you play from DX and how it just turns from to Austin and kind of go back to playing like Mankind and Kane to going right back to playing as Austin again. It's just how they just piece the whole thing together and how you play and reenact certain scenes and moments during matches from these storylines and angles. The way it just flows together just perfectly. I mean, boom, 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 you get from point A to point B to point C just like that. It's not scrambled. It's very thought out, very well planned and organized. Like it just flows together perfectly. So the only problem I probably say you may have is maybe the audio. The audio is a bit trippy on the game. Sometimes the audience, they end up being overpowering the commentators, the music, or the superstars. The superstars are cutting a promo or something during the scene. The audience tends to overpower that. But definitely not enough glitches to depreciate the game in any way. One of the things I also thought was really cool is that they had the Attitude Era, all the Attitude Era pay-per-view arenas, and how they just like built it from the ground up. They even went as far enough to have the audience member in the Attitude Era arenas and story mode, where the audience members were all crammed together. Because back in the Monday Night Wars and back in the 90s in wrestling, when arenas were just jam-packed, I mean, they were literally jam-packed. I mean, you would have to be shoulder and shoulder and elbow to elbow to people. I mean, it would just be that jam-packed. Whereas today in wrestling, people have a little bit more elbow space and room to maneuver if you're going to watch a WWE live product. They even emulated this down to the T in the video game, where the audience members in the Attitude Era arenas and stuff are like crammed together, jam-packed. And just little details like that to me just helps make what's already good even better, with just little small details like that. So I think the Attitude Era story is good, a good selling point. I think it's the best, like I said, well thought out. You can tell, like I said, well thought out, well planned video game, from the universe mode to the Attitude Era, how it flows, how the story package is, how it's being presented and told to you through story. Well thought out. Like I said, the most well thought out WWE game in the last 6 years. I give THQ credit for this. Online play, I have no comment on that because I haven't played this online. I've heard some people already having complaints with it immediately as soon as the game dropped Tuesday, and even still to this day. Right now, even 2 days after since the release of the game, people are still saying that the systems are lacking or saying that it's down. So hopefully THQ can fix that up or whatever. But I give WWE13 a 8.75 out of 10. Give me you guys' opinions on this game, about the Attitude Era story and universe mode story. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment box below. Subscribe. Peace.